Hello and welcome back to BannerKings, and you can see here right now that we currently have a peace agreement currently being voted on by the Sturgians and our faction, of course. And as you might expect, everyone wants to make peace. Every single person wants to make peace, apart from some random vassal. I don't know where that one came from, but sure, yeah, someone has to say no, I suppose. But yeah, we're probably going to actually be voting with her because I want to get as much relation with as many people as possible. And if there's a peace agreement coming in that I can't really do much about, then well, I may as well get something from it. Anyway, Sturgians obviously making peace. This is going to make things a little bit easier for us because I was actually kind of wondering how I was going to get out of here. I've basically just been relaxing, just chilling out, basically just getting my forces back on their feet because, as you may expect, we did have some issues in the previous episode. You know, we had to do some sieges by ourselves, and we did actually sustain quite a few casualties in the process. However, we can now enter their towns and we can sell things for an amazing amount of cash. So let's actually see. Yeah, way too much. 147,000. Actually, 147,000 isn't actually that bad, and it saves me a huge amount of clicking. So I'm actually just going to allow them to take that. Don't really mind, as long as I can take, the grand amount of money. That's all that really matters. Okay, so one thing I need to actually work out here as well is who owns Revel, because now we're at peace. I can actually speak to these guys with not a care in the world. And a very wonderful thing has just happened here. There is a huge amount of cash in Varcheg, as you can see, and we're actually getting almost 1.2 million from this. And I don't think I can actually sell anything more. I don't think I have anything more actually to sell, so I'm probably just going to have to move on here. Maybe some horses. We do have some herding problems, but I think that's because of our lack of troops, so all I need to do is just continue recruiting people. Now I am actually on my way to speak to someone, and I'm very much hoping that I'll be able to convince him to part with one of his last remaining fiefs. Alright, so we have found him. Yeah, we actually found the guy, and he has a lot of money, as you can quite clearly tell. He has 9 million. So it's very, very unlikely that he is going to allow me to do anything here. Oh, no. No, as you can see right here, I'm basically giving him every single little bit of loot that I have, and that's still not enough. However, that doesn't actually mean that he is not open to it. Let's just say that I want to give him Pen 1. That's not really going to do it, is it? No, that is not really going to do it. Okay, what about this as well? Nope, that's also not really going to do it. However, let's see what we do when we add this. Okay, so 11.5 million, not enough. Alright, that's kind of unfortunate. But what can you do? Anyway, Rag and Vad is also here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to speak to him, and we're going to see if maybe, and this is obviously very unlikely, he also has a huge amount of money. He has 10 million gold. And let's see which one he's willing to part with. He's not willing to part with Balgard even. And he is willing to part with Varcheg for no money whatsoever. Look at that. 1.8 million. That is literally nothing. That is literally nothing. That is so incredible. Alright, yeah. We are just going to do that. There you go. We're just going to do that straight away. No problems whatsoever with that. Thank you very much. I am going to go all the way over to Varcheg now. And we're going to make sure that it does not fall into rebellion. Obviously, that is, in my opinion, one of the main problems with having a faction that is not governed by your own character. You don't really have the ability to institute policies that are actually going to make a difference. They're always going to be denied, declined. People are going to vote against you pretty much every single time you try to bring forward a policy that could be useful. and I'm talking about debasement of the currency, I think, or is it debasement of the currency? I'm actually not entirely sure. Let me actually just take a quick look, because I want to show you the policy that I personally feel is one of the most powerful policies in the entire... forgiveness of debts. This is it. Forgiveness of debts. This is literally the entire reason. Look at this. Settlement loyalty is increased by 2 per day. Settlement production is reduced by 5%. This 5% means nothing at all, in my opinion. And the ability to increase your loyalty by 2 per day is insanely good. It is just so good. It really is. Anyway, I'm going to make my way over to Varchek. I'm actually really surprised he decided to give it to us, to be honest, for such a cheap price. I don't even understand why he would do that, but that's his choice. Alright, so as you can see, we are now here at Varchek, and this is going to be a huge problem, as you can see. This is really, really bad. We have massive loyalty just draining away as we speak. And this is the reason why he gave this to us for such a cheap price. Look at it. Look at it. It's an absolute travesty. It's really bad. So we're going to have to do something about this. So festivals and games is going to be our first thing. Then we're going to get a wonderful governor here. Hopefully we can find something that is going to actually give us... This gives us security. Don't think we need security. We need loyalty, if we can get that. There we go, there we go. This is absolutely perfect. So she is actually going to be giving us loyalty. Yeah, perfect. She's going to be the new governor. And as you can see now, we are just getting -3 instead of -8. And now you can imagine this. Imagine if we had forgiveness of debts at the same time. We'd only be losing 1. And obviously there's cultural assimilation going on here. There's also loyalty drift going on here. There's also the enforced rations decision. That's also reducing loyalty. So what we're going to do is we're obviously going to make our way into the domain management menu where we can actually change a couple of things. So the tax policy is low at the moment. Criminal policy is going to be... Let's make it forgiveness. I want the loyalty to go up. And we're not going to tax private slaves. I don't really mind about that, but the merchants' revenue is going to go up. I don't know. Is it good for merchants' revenue to actually go up here? Maybe. Reducing prices. This is pretty good. Yeah, let's do that as well. Let's do construction. And then we are just going to literally have... we're going to do dischargement. Going to do demobilization. Enforce food rationing. No. We're not going to enforce that. And otherwise, we're just going to leave everything else as it is. There you go. Okay, so now let's take a look and see what the difference is. So as you can see right here, they are indeed losing food every single day. The population consumption is much larger than the population production. However, is there something we can do to change that? Not really. Not really. So what we need to do is we need to encourage caravans to come here. So I think we already did that, didn't we? Our economy, criminal policy, yes, as you can see here. Improving their output efficiency while decreasing state revenue. Yeah, let's do that. That sounds pretty good to me. Yeah, let's get more of that. And we're going to attract caravans. That's absolutely fantastic. Okay, perfect. Yeah, that's what we want. We want as many caravans to stop by here as possible, because the more caravans that stop by, the more we're going to have the ability to trade food, and that's exactly what they need. So hopefully, and I'm hoping here, we're going to actually make food just skyrocket up, and then our loyalty will be great. Alright, so I actually stumbled across this guy. This is the ruler of our current faction, and I'm actually going to go through with this deal right here. This is a pretty amazing deal. I don't think we're actually getting a huge amount of value from this, but the ability to gain territory and to have the ability to then trade these potentially onward to other characters, that's actually pretty good. And we're spending 5 million. It's quite a considerable amount, but I think this is actually kind of useful. So what we're going to do is we're just going to take a quick look. So this just switched hands completely immediately, just right there. And let me actually just see for a real quick second. Okay, What did we actually gain? Because that's... we gained a lot of things around here. We gained some things around here. Okay, yeah. Yeah, and around here. Okay, he didn't want to trade this. Not sure why he didn't want to trade that. That's kind of weird. I don't know why he didn't want to trade that, but yeah, sure. Doesn't really matter, as I say. Yeah, we're pretty good. Pretty nice. I also got this, as you can see right here. I actually got this as well. And the main reason why I wanted that, of course, is because of, you know, originally being from that particular culture. And I wanted to try to, you know, maximize that a little bit. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. Anyway, basically what I'm doing right now is we're going to make our way onward back to the Southern Empire. And we're probably going to try and take a couple of things if we can. Oh, wow. Okay, the Kurjits. The Khuzait have actually decided to declare war on us right here. Okay, that's kind of interesting. I'm not sure why they would decide to do that after so many years of prosperity. It's a bit strange. I actually don't know why they would do that. For some reason, is this guy actually making the moves on Nadea at all, or is he not? Because I don't think that she's pregnant right now, which is a bit strange. Usually, they would be doing things, but maybe something's not. No. As you can see, she is not pregnant. So, little bit interesting. Not sure what's going on with that, but I guess we don't really have to worry about that too much because we do now have another spouse. So if she does end up dying for any reason or another, which is going to probably be a while, she is only 36. So it's not going to be that likely, I guess. But still not out of the realm of possibility, you know, it's still very, very possible for that to happen. Anyway, yeah, we'll try and take Lycaron and we'll see what happens. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to talk about the next series, because I actually have a really, really ambitious idea. I'm not sure if it's going to work, because it's going to be a pretty hard challenge, basically, for me specifically. I don't think it's going to be something that will be super, super easy, but maybe that's what people are going to really enjoy. I don't know. But basically, it's something that I've been wanting to do for a long time now. It's I'm very specifically not telling you any details, just in case the details change. But at the moment, I'm thinking of a very specific challenge, and it's a very hard challenge, and I don't know if I can pull it off. Obviously, I have done Iron Man challenges before, but this is a whole different thing, and who knows? Maybe it's going to be something that will be really, really fun, or it will just be an exercise in frustration. Who knows? Maybe it will be, but I'm willing to give it a go, and hopefully you're going to enjoy it as well. And we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens with it. But I'm just letting you know that there will be a new series coming soon. I just have to do a little bit of, shall we say, testing with it first, because otherwise I'm not going to be super prepared for it. Sometimes I do like doing things a bit blind, and other times I like doing things with some preparation, just a little bit of preparation, because otherwise, well, you may not be prepared for what befalls us, and I may not know what to actually do to set it up, because there is quite a lot of setup to do initially. Anyway, so as you can see right here, we're now at Lycaron. Let's actually see what happens. They have all of their catapults and all that stuff, and everything ready, which is really, really annoying. But we're going to just go straight on in. We're just going to go straight on in. We're going to use our blitz strategy here. If we end up losing a huge amount of troops, then we end up losing a huge amount of troops. That's just how things are going to go. We have a lot of real estate right now. And for me personally, I would like to be able to speak to some of these people. I'd like to be able to speak to a lot of the vassals in the area, because if we can actually get into a conversation, we may be able to convince them to give us some more of their fiefs. Obviously, everything has a price. As I said to you beforehand in a in a previous episode, a long time ago, actually. I personally think that everything has a price is absolutely fantastic when it comes to BannerKings and the economy surrounding BannerKings, because it has the ability to give you so much cash, and that money can be used to just power your way through with everything has a price. But the base game does not have this system. It does not have the ability to gain millions from castles and, you know, so on and so forth. And it's really going to be rather difficult to actually make any headway with everything has a price as a result of that. So that's the reason why I say, yeah, it's probably going to be a bit difficult. Anyway, I'm just going to try and destroy this. There we go, it's destroyed. It only takes 2 firebombs to destroy these things, so that's actually pretty cool. Let's kill that guy. Nice. Nice little slash right there. There is another catapult up here. Whoa, nice block, sir. Nice block. Alright. Yeah, that was a good parry from him right there. Nice, nice. There we go, there we go. Alright, don't get shot. We're going to try and use this guy's body to shield ourselves while we charge at the other one. And there we have it. Nice. Okay, now what I want to do is I want to try to get upstairs and destroy the other catapult. Here it is. There we go, they're dead. And this one is also destroyed. We can hopefully throw these from here. Nice. Is it destroyed? Nope. Now it is. Great. Oh, sabotage behind enemy lines. That's exactly what we're doing right now. Actually working out really, really nicely. I'm actually kind of surprised that we're able to do such a good job here. Let's get these guys out of the way as well. Nice. Another little bit. Another little bit. There we go. Okay, now let's get out our sword. I need to make sure that I keep a couple of firebombs back just in case. Need to be a little bit careful about dealing with these enemies. They can very easily swarm us. I'm going to go upstairs. Maybe what I can do is I can jump down. I don't think I have strong legs, so I am going to take increased damage from falling, but that is okay. I think, where's the other catapult? I actually don't know whether the other catapult is it over there? I think it must be over there, maybe on that hillside or something like that. Anyway, let's just try to do some damage. Oh yeah, that was nice. Okay, that was very satisfying. Wow, very nice indeed. Okay, wait a minute. Can I do something here? Yep, certainly can. You know what? Can I use... oh no, hello. Can I use these? Can I use these? We might be able to. Oh. Okay. That was very unceremonious, wasn't it? I was thinking to myself, oh yeah, that would be amazing. You know, if this actually hits, that's going to be amazing. Okay, come on. A little bit further. Okay, hit one person. Really? Just one? Alright. Never mind then. Never mind. Okay, we have 4 firebombs remaining. That's actually not bad. Okay, let's try and do some damage. There we go. There's a lot of people here. There is a lot of people. I'm going to try to jump. Yeah, taking a lot of damage from that, but that's fine. That's just how it's going to have to be. I want to get my people off this bottleneck, so I'm going to try to do some damage here. I don't have any more firebombs, unfortunately. I wanted, ideally, one more, but yeah, well, there you go. It's fine. I kind of wish I had a two-handed axe now, because destroying shields would be absolutely fantastic. And kicking is not really going to work out too well for me. I'm not really that good at kicking, and generally it does kind of leave you a little bit open, but you know. If you're good at it, then you'll probably be fine. But if you're like me and you're not very good at it, then it's probably going to be a bit more of a liability, and you may as well just utilize your speed like I'm doing here, or try to at least. Okay, I've got to be a bit careful about this. They're all running away. Okay, that's great. How are we doing so far? Well, so far everything is going swimmingly. But that doesn't mean anything, because obviously a lot of my high tier units are coming in first. And we have a lot of people that are very low level in the back ranks of my army. So it's very likely that we are going to see some bad casualty reports coming in quite soon. And that's obviously a problem. Very, very big problem, in fact. Okay, now, come on now. Let's just do this. Come on, here we go. Come on, here we go. Take that guy down. Yes, nice. Okay, fighting by the side of our allies, making a big difference here. Ah, there we go. There was the inevitable defeat for us right there. But that's actually okay. You know, that's actually fine. Let's see what actually happens when we go a little bit faster here. Bear in mind, we do need to eliminate 1,000 enemies. So it may very well be the case that I need to retreat here. But look, we've killed 700. We've killed 700. They've only killed 170 of ours. So it is all up for grabs. They've killed almost 200. We have about 500 troops, if I recall correctly. So we should be theoretically fine. It just very much depends, because obviously, as you can see right here, we are now starting to suffer a little bit with our ladders. They're starting to, for some reason, get rid of our ladders. I didn't even know they could do that, actually, with RBM, but yeah, well, it doesn't really matter. And yeah, it seems like we are indeed going to be able to capture this with a grand total of around 75 casualties, which I actually feel is pretty good. I don't think that's too bad for such a large encounter. And the main reason why we were able to do that, in my opinion at least, is because I was able to eliminate those 3 catapults early on. Because I do think the catapults do have the ability to inflict a lot of casualties. And I think I just got to them really fast. Anyway, 620 renown for us, 390 influence, pretty good. And we got a massive amount of morale, as you might expect. And we're going to be taking these guys prisoner. Of course we're going to take them prisoner. And we are otherwise just going to be seeing what kind of... Oh, wow, yeah, they're pretty low tier. They're pretty low tier, so I'm not going to be taking a huge amount of them. And then we're just going to take all of the loot, even though the loot is not very good. It's pretty lackluster, unfortunately. But, you know, it's fine. It's fine for what we need it for right now. So let's just sell everything that we can. This particular town has 3 million gold, which is just insanity. Where was this town when I needed to sell? I don't know. Yeah, herding is now going to be starting to affect us again because we need more troops. So I will try to recruit as many people as possible. But yeah, that is looking pretty harsh. But yeah, anyway, I think maybe right now what I'm going to do is I'll do maybe one more episode after this, and then that will be the end of the series. Because yes, I do understand a lot of people did, well, a few people, not a lot, but a few people did actually suggest doing a rebellion. But the main problem with the rebellion is that it's going to result in the same gameplay loop. You know, I'm going to have to continue doing sieges. And one of my main concerns, of course, is, well, that, you know, having to continue doing sieges. I mean, you can see here that we have taken quite a large territory with the Western Empire. And generally, I would have been able to do more. I think I probably would have been able to do more. Because, I mean, you can see here, look at what just happened at Lycaron. I was able to take this pretty easily. And usually that's what happens when I get to the point in a series where I go, hey, you know what? We're pretty strong now. I can pretty much take anything I want to, and technically, I would have been able to even just call for an army. I could have called for an army. I have 11,000 influence because I'm gaining influence from every single one of our fiefs, as you can see right here. So I'm literally getting, what is it, 87? I think I'm getting 87 every single day. So, yeah, we have a lot of influence, and I would basically be able to, I think, probably, I would basically be able to have an army and be able to replenish their cohesion infinitely, pretty much infinitely, because by the time I earned the amount of influence required to fully replenish the cohesion, I would already have that amount, and it would just, you know, rinse and repeat basically. Anyway, let's actually just have a look here. Plus 30% armor penetration with weapons. Javelins you throw can penetrate shields. As I said to you before, if you're playing without RBM, because RBM nerfs thrown weapons quite considerably, Impale is one of the most fun perks in the entire game. In my opinion, probably one of the most, if not the most fun perk for me personally. And so, if you're playing without RBM, I highly recommend this if you're using thrown weapons. Otherwise, for me right now, I'm going to be taking weak spot because I don't use javelins, so you know, it's not really necessary for me to do anything else with it. I'm going to increase my athletic skill a little bit here. Let's get a little bit more endurance, I suppose. And there you go. That's it. There we have it. Okay. That's going to be the end of this episode. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.